So hi guys, today I have Dr. Deepanshu. He runs a clinic by the name of Inspiration. He'll tell a little more about his business. Dr. Deepanshu happens to be an alumni of Lipsindia, and so yeah, very frequently we've been talking about his problems. Whenever he faces any problem in digital marketing, it comes to me. We do share, and I was like, so why not share your experience as to how your journey has been in terms of whatever you learn, how you are implementing them, what are the challenges, whether you've been successful in terms of implementing digital marketing or not, has it helped your business or not. So I thought I'll invite you for this kind of sessions that we normally have, and it could be something that a message could be sent to a lot of business owners as well. So over to you, Deepanshu. I would want you to talk a little about your business.
Okay, so thanks Anand for inviting me. So first of all, I would like to tell that this is almost more than a year now that I have finished my course, and I would say this is the best time to tell some kind of a feedback, because
That's what I thought.
immediately when you finish up your course, it's like okay, everything is fine, but how about when you go actually on the pitch for the batting? So it's now more than a year, and in between, I would say whatever I have learned in digital marketing in Lipsindia, especially your lectures, that has given me a wonderful insight to understand the strategic way. See, digital marketing, what I see has two components, which I have understood. One is how to operate a tool, and second is how to understand the business.
Right.
So in fact, I would say in the last, during my course for 3 months or 4 months,
Right.
I have learned so many things about how to strategize and what is to be understood in terms of the perspective of a customer.
Okay. Nice.
So I would recommend this thing, and I would say this thing, in digital marketing, it is not important that you are able to set up a campaign or you know how to do it, but rather than beyond that, what I think I must acknowledge and I must appreciate that what I learned is how to plan for everything. So creating a tool or a campaign is very easy, but when you how to analyze it, that's I think Anand has a very wonderful way, and the way he teaches in his lectures about going beyond the psych, what a customer is thinking, why the customer is thinking, what are the ways, and in fact your 4 steps of awareness, then consideration, evaluation and decision making, this now I am teaching to my pre-sales team.
Okay.
So this is the secret. Now my team will also understand from where I got this. So my pre-sales team को मैं बताता हूँ, okay, this is awareness level पे you have to answer this way, and this is
So I'd like to, so basically what he means to say is the inbound marketing customer journey.
Right.
And he's been implementing it because I know he's been talking to me. So yeah, that's where, right?
So that is I think the most integral part of any digital marketing. I am not saying that the बाकी लोग क्या है, but to be very honest here, after finishing it, I started myself doing it for 6 months. I do it independently. Then when the business start growing up and you need to put your insight into some other thing also, then I decided, okay, why not to hire more people. And I was being a doctor, I have no understanding about technology, anything. So when I was talking in terms of taking the interviews with the people who are from other institute, there were many institutes coming up. So I was feeling proud on me, right? Yeah, I know too many things, much more than these people, and my course, my design of the syllabus was in such a way that I asked them such a questions, and they are.
I would interrupt you.
Yeah.
So I'm sure there would be some Lipsindia students as well. But I think one point that he rightly highlights is for digital marketing, it's not only about the platform or the tools. It's about how well you understand the business.
Yes, that
so
is
I think when you talk to a lot of young guys, freshers, and looking to hire, so my piece of advice to a lot of guys a lot of entrepreneurs who hire students at that level is they at their level they would be good in terms of the platforms.
Right.
Right, and they might not understand the customer psychology or the behavior, because that's something that will come by the.
See, definitely you will understand your business more,
I
right?
think that's where those kids would have.
Yeah, but in that case also, I have interviewed Lipsindia people also, student also, but I find them that they have a more usability, and they have a better understanding, because many a times, like you ask us many questions, okay, how would you do this?
Right.
So I used to give the same complication, okay, how would we calculate this?
True.
That is the only operating the tool. So in that I found comparatively the answers was more preferably given by Lipsindia students were more promising.
So a little about what you've been implementing, how it has helped you in your business. Because you told me you used to spend a decent amount of money in print earlier, and now a lot of your customers come online, and you've considerably shifted your budgets to online as well. The reason that I wanted him to share this is for all the entrepreneurs who might be watching this, as to how it's not that there's some specialized person who can do it. Even anyone can do it, right? And if you've been successful in doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
So in this, I would just go in the little background why I decided to learn digital marketing.
Okay.
That is very important, and I think for every business person they should learn it,
Okay.
because if they want to understand what is happening and think in their control, they should learn it.
Perfect.
I joined this course last year. So before that, for 2 years, I was also dealing with people like agencies who were doing something, but result was actually zero.
Okay.
So I have spent and wasted a lot of money.
Okay.
So then I realized, okay, if these people are doing, and why not go and learn it, what exactly it is? Because they come up with a scenario, okay, this happens because this is not working, this happens because this is not working, it
So
will
you
take.
don't have an understanding as to what's happening.
Right, so they can take me on the ride.
Perfect.
After having this bad experience with all the agencies, then I decided, okay, let me understand it first.
Okay.
Then it started, and if I would say in the result terms of point of view, I think I have decreased my print media was the main medium of my advertisement, and I think we have reduced down the all budget of my advertisement to by 40%,
Okay.
and with the increase of a business around more than 25%.
So which means you're saying that your marketing budget is down by now 40%?
Yes.
Overall marketing budget is down by
Overall,
40%.
even print, I think I have dropped down by 60%.
So print is stopped by 60%, you've added few to digital. But
Yes.
in totality, your marketing budget has come down by 40% and increased your revenue by 25%.
Right,
Wow,
definitely,
nice.
overall that way. So I would say this whole 1 year, I was utilizing whatever I have learned, only 10%.
Okay. So when he says 10%, I would say you sincerely go and look at his website. It's not marketing his website, but then today when I went to the website and it was like, okay, there was a pop-up which said, okay, sign up to get special offers. And then when I wanted to exit, they had an offer. So I was like, wow, you guys are implementing CRO in some way. so I was happy because I could see that HubSpot thing in the first. And then, so yeah, I think you've been doing a lot of things right there. In terms of the content stories, in terms of trying to CRO. So that 10% is good.
See,
application.
10%, what I mean to 10% is my capability.
Okay.
The whatever I have learned here,
Okay.
so out of that I am only implementing 10%.
Okay.
Because when I start doing it, I understand this is a huge ocean.
Right.
And there are so many things. So in between also, like AdWords we were doing, and I consider myself a non-professional into this, right? A hobbyist, you can say, whatever time I am spending that, and I am happy to share my result that my average position was 1.9 in terms of my this thing, where other people are hiring agencies also.
Right.
So this is a big thing, and I'm happy about that.
So one metric that you have is the average position in the search ranking. That's
Right.
1.9.
And that is also because there are people who are big brands also, people who are doing in the business for the last many years into digital, and they having a good competition with us, right? And this is a good landmark, the way you analyze somewhere, okay, what we are doing.
Right.
So that has given a good thing, and there are certain quite interesting tips what you used to give in between.
Right.
So I refer my notes very frequently. Most of the time I open up my notes and refer, okay, how this to be done, and that has been into a very wonderful way.
Okay.
So I would here like to mention one very special thing about Anand, that he is a very good insight about the market. Whatever market you ask him, so he will be giving you a very right guidance. And there is one secret what he shared with me, I think 2 years back when you first time came to our office, and I took that thing very seriously, and I changed my whole philosophy of the marketing.
Yeah.
So that's a secret. I am not sharing that. Yeah.
1 year back.
So that he suggests something, in spite of doing this, why don't you do and project yourself in that way? So I have adopted that thing, and that has given a very good, I would say, the customer loyalty. I would say that is the right word,
So that is more of the branding aspect. So,
Right.
so of course, I mean, from one angle, I always say for small services sector, you have to build your brand within your own small customer base. You have to position yourself, else the clutter will soon take over.
Right.
Right. So today also we had discussion. It was like, okay, now we have a lot of people who are doing digital marketing, Google Ads, and how do we differentiate? So I said towards the end, it's the customer experience, the content that you create, and the overall experience, right from the collaterals that the people come across, and then the business, the way business interacts and everything. I think that creates an impact. So that's where I probably suggested you last time.
Right, but that's a secret, so I'm not going to tell that because that is a major drift in the people's perspective about our business.
Yeah, so
I think I shared with you, right?
Yeah, I know that. I'll not talk about it. There could be some guidance, yeah, but I understand that. So that's really nice that you're doing well, and you guys are opening up your second store as well, right?
Yes, so we are coming up with a new store it's in Vanavri, and it is also going a very beautiful center. We are making up and putting up all the efforts. I think that part also has given me an insight where to open. You know, the analytics part, what we are sharing.
So he said, I asked him why Vanavri, and he said, I have some insight in terms of analytics. So he referred to some Google Analytics data, AdWords data, and then he said, probably that's again a secret that he's sharing, you know, as to why people didn't go to Vanavri. But yeah, I think so overall it's been a positive thing. That so what is that one challenge that you still feel today?
Still feel what I think this is a vast thing, you know, and that's what I feel is I'm falling short of my hands, I would say. Rest I have understood the philosophy beautifully, and only thing is that there are so many things which can be done. That's why I said ki whatever I know,
right,
I know I can do. But
so as of now, what are the things that you're implementing? What are you using in those 10% and 15%?
See, right now we are using this remarketing concept. We are working well, and that is giving a good mileage to us. We are using social media platforms, and
social media especially.
Social media, Insta we are using, and Facebook we are using, and a little bit of Twitter, and a simple thing.
Yeah.
And most of the time Google I am using. Google, in fact, I am using the basic functionality right now because I know there are so many things which can be done. The basic things what I am doing.
So you definitely using. That's where you said 1.9.
Right. And secondly, one more important thing which is that in the Google, I would say that the part of the philosophy of understanding about the subject. Why I am not able to use it, because there are so much of intense, mindset and analysis required, that the basic things also is helping me so wonderfully.
Right.
That I shared how my business has grown, how my budget has come down.
Right.
So that gives you a better mileage and gives you confidence in, okay, whatever we are thinking is right.
Right.
And we can take a risk, calculated risk, we can take that in introducing we have introduced 2 new segments of hair and dermatology in last 1 year.
Okay.
So this has happened because the budget which was left on that we have put up into developing a new segment.
Okay.
So that is also going to increase some kind of our presence and everything. And we are planning to expand 3 more centers, maybe God says in the next 1 year also itself.
Nice, very nice.
So that's going on. So only thing is that you will learn so many things here, that when you start doing it, you will think, okay, there are so many things, you need to hire 3-4 people. In fact, that's why I was wondering. Okay, 2-3 log chahiye hain abhi, because whatever I have learned. So that's why I refer him, because I know whatever he knows, I know only maybe 10% of what he knows. So out of my 10%, I am using 10%, and 90% I am not able to use because I am falling short of hands.
Okay.
So I keep on regularly coming to clear my doubts if something is there. And Viraj sir is also helping me. Sometimes he's busy in lecture, so he don't pick up phone sometimes. But usually he does. So I call up Viraj and ask him, okay.
I'm mostly say 9:30, post 9:30.
Right. So normally I figure out, okay, we have to either morning 9:30 or evening after 9:30 I have to reach him. So staff is also good. The Viraj sir has also been helpful in clearing my doubt. Okay, there was something like this, something was not triggering up. So I know why it is not happening. Okay. That was a silly thing, I missed it out.
Okay.
So these are but integrated things. So overall thing is there. So I am just thinking to get a brush up also again.
Right.
And this should be done. As a businessman, I would say, if you are whatever business you are, if it is good or bad, whatever, right? But scope of improvement is always there, and every businessman should know, because it is a part of you. It is going to in future. a major chunk of your marketing budget, and that is the future of marketing. So I think this was the first lecture what he said to us when we were saying, okay, what is your current marketing? And I was happy in that also initially. But later when I was not getting result in terms of what your input and what is your output.
True.
So then he said, okay, you would be one day you would be spending more in the digital. So now I would say I am spending 50-50. So within the 1 year of experience with digital has been so good that I am spending budget equivalent to what I am used to spend in my last 15 years of experience with the print media.
Right.
So that is a good thing, and for business or I think for everybody this is a good thing and compulsory for everybody. Especially for doctors, I would say, because we don't have any other medium of advertisement, right?
Nice. So that's a nice words, and I think on the closing note, I would say I think that every small and medium business owner needs to understand digital marketing. It's not necessarily that they come and do a course somewhere, but they have to learn it. They do it that they own sweet time, online, offline, classroom, whatever it is. But I said it's important because, like he said, he had challenge hiring team members. And I'm sure people will have challenges hiring team members, even our students as well, because our students would know digital platforms, they might not know the business, and eventually both of these have to marry for a effective outcome. So I think for you the good thing is you learn the digital marketing thing, you understand business well, and you
Right.
could marry both of them together. That's where the trick is, that it's working for you.
Right. That's why
So now today, if you get more hands for yourself, people who've done courses, and you tell them, okay, I want only this thing to be done, because they would know the platform. They might not know as to why this should be done, because there's a lot of learning that you've had in the last 15 years with your domain. Right? So that's something that they would be missing. So I think from a business owner perspective, that's where the owner chips in and says, okay.
And that is very important part actually,
That's
because
where
definitely business you are going to know, but you need to know to have a review of it. You get a report also, So that way, I think you will need in any case. This is going to be grow more.
That's nice, and thanks for your time, Doc.
Thank you very much.
We call it Doc.